Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the mutants and meta humans of all ages, shapes, and sizes, it is time for the most spoilerific show on YouTube. And if you have any requests for any topic, leave a comment below. What up with your YouTube and YouTube bust? It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And you're tuning in to the Roy Vibration Podcast, where we talk about Marvel, DC, comic books, anime, video games, TV shows, and more. Welcome to our humble abode. Let's go. Hey, first up, we got an extra special guest in here tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is first time on a Heroic Vibration Podcast, so everybody give him a warm welcome. You know what I'm saying? Introducing himself live with the one and only Stu P. Man, what's good? Introduce yourself and I'm going to find you with.
Yeah! And the crowd goes wild! You see that enter the building!
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it.
Thank you, Triple Cup. Thank you, Triple Cup. Stu P is here from Kingston, Jamaica. Talking about comics, talking about movies, talking about any shit we want to talk about tonight. But we're going to have fun. Thank you. And thank you for welcoming me to your home, the Heroic Podcast. All right? I'm here.
That's what's up. We got the boy Stu P in here. It's going to be a live show tonight. So everybody listening, y'all better tune in because we're going to be going all the way up in here. Man, we're going to be doing it, man. Next up, we got a KI starter that brings it, that comes all the way to the maximum. So it has to be on God's level of chaos. Man, introduce yourself and let them know they can find you in the home.
God! You already know how it go. You know, I had to do that, get everybody hyped. Yeah. It's been a while. I feel the energy tonight, so you already know how this podcast is going to be. Let's go.
I'm with it. Let's do this. Speaking about doing this, here we talking about let's go. Man, go flip money, man. What's good with it, homie, man? Introduce yourself. We know where you at, man. Let them know what you got coming in on your thing, man. Flip, introduce yourself, homie.
Yo, what's going on? I want to excuse anything technical difficult trouble that may happen. If it's any trouble, they're gonna keep letting the show go. We're gonna still continue on going with this show if I get knocked out. So don't worry about it. I'm still here, whatever. Even if I got little issues on my side, the show is still gonna keep going. Like I took over Bone Show, but this your boy Flip Money. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at me. Y'all know what time it is. Flip Money Online on Xbox Live, Mr. Flip Money Online on YouTube. I've got a show in that name. Flip 75 on Twitter. Shout out for the people that's not here. You know what I'm saying? Savage. I think Savage. He probably gonna come in a little later. Or Rogue. So make sure you check out Rogue Enigma 17. On her stuff, on her channel, no weird shit on Xbox, y'all. Let's not do no weird shit. And also Savage Carter. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Savage Carter? What is it?
225. Yeah, Savage Carter 225.
It is 225. So we here. We got a lot of stuff to spoil you. Turn it right back into Triple Cup. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Hey, say Stu P, man. I don't know if you want people to know where they can find you on Twitter or nothing like that. So,
honestly, I'm new to Twitter, but my Xbox is the best box. Just look for Stu P's, the one and only Stu P's.
Yeah.
Right? And you'll find me. We're always here acting crazy in the podcast, but acting crazy online, but it's the best online, it's the best group with different characters. Sometimes we don't get along, but most of the time we do. But trust me, the best box, the best place to play, the best comics to read, the best Star Trek fan. I'm a bigger Star Trek fan than let's throw the salt in the wound. I'm a bigger Star Trek fan than Flip.
Oh, you know what? Hey, yo, Chuck. Let's just not say nothing for the rest of the podcast and let these two go at it. This is gonna make the whole podcast them two going at it.
Stupid, we're gonna have this conversation later. but okay. Also, I want to get a shout out to 108 Dragon, Mr. 100, because we got 108 in the in
In the chat.
comment. So I want to give a shout out. Thanks for whatever.
I have to big up 108.
Yeah, in the
That
chat.
dude
What's up?
have some of the best content online. Good dude, 108. If you need good content,
Yeah, he do.
and plus him have some of the best stuff. Dude don't play when it comes to spending money to buy the best stuff. So if you want to hear about the best stuff, go to 108. All right? Shameless plug for my friend.
Right. Say, Stu. You say
that's
like
right.
Xbox the best.
That's right.
That you're on the Xbox.
108, aka Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Xbox is the best box.
Hey, so what type of to clarify, you know what I'm saying? What type of game are you like? What game have you been playing lately? What's been catching your interest?
All right, I'm a multiplayer fan. I have hundreds of games, but I only play multiplayer. Apex, Call of Duty, Titanfall. Once it's multiplayer, I will play.
All right, Titanfall 1 or 2. Which one you thought was better?
1 was better. 1 was better, but 2 was smoother. 2 was smoother, but 1 was better. The 2 to me is made for the casuals. The casual is down for 2, but 1 was hardcore. You had to be much better in 1. But 2,
yeah, you had to be a little more tactical.
You have to be more tactical in 1, but 2 not bad. You know, but I'm looking forward to Halo. I love Halo.
You be messing with that Halo. You say you're a multiplayer person, so you be on that Halo multiplayer?
Yeah, all of the multiplayer.
Yeah, what's some of your favorite modes on that Halo?
Well, Slayer. I love Slayer. I love that mode where we play now, like you go out and you do stuff as a team, kill the enemies. I love that. Yeah. It depends on the given day. I'll just click on anything and just randomize it. Right? I like Halo. Halo is one of the best games in terms of multiplayer that has ever been made.
Nice. What you been playing lately?
Well, lately it's Call of Duty. I just got my gold. Which gun is this? I just gold 1 gun, and I'm trying to gold the other. But I love it. My kill that ratio is not good. It's 0.96. I'm not the best in the group, you know.
Yeah, but you can hold your own now.
Yeah, I can hold my own. It's because I'm going for the guns. That's why I'm a KD gone down. But
right. Say, Chaos, ain't you a Call of Duty fan too? Because I think that is you that be playing Call of Duty. I think you play Battlefield. No, you was Call of Duty, huh?
I play both. Hold up. I got.
Hey, Kyle in the middle of a munch, man. Man, what's that built, man? We can't mind the younger, man. You know, when they around that age, their metabolism so high, they eat all day long and still can eat. I don't know how that worked. I don't know if I was like that or not, but I see them these days, they don't stop eating.
Yeah.
So what? So you ready? You finish chomping? I guess not.
Yeah, I'm good for the most part.
All right.
Well, also, shameless flood. If your good brothers in the comment section can tweet this out for us.
Yeah,
what's good, Punisher?
Love Sharon.
He said if he sees 10 retweets, then he's gonna go on Mixer in a bathrobe again. This time on a bike.
No, I did that already. I did that again. This time it's gonna be on the little body mat, the joint that switch, your abs and all that other stuff, your lower weight. Yeah, I got one of them too.
I was gonna say the step thingy.
Oh no! Oh, you want to see Flip Money go back and forth up the step? I do it. You know what I'm saying? You want to see me do 20 push-up? You know what I'm saying? With my tongue, I'm not gonna do it. But listen here, what I will do is sit there in front of the camera and eat some ice cream and stuff, and tell you how many times I took a spoon of ice cream and eat it. That's what Flip Money about. I'm about saving you pony soul. That's what I'm about. Saving your soul, making y'all feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to clean this do the cleanse out your soul, Chuck.
What coat? What coat was found in DC that was fixated on cleansing the earth?
Who that?
What was that Marvel?
Who was talking about cleansing? They have a lot of evil people talk about destroying and cleansing.
Nah, but this one was like a cult.
Like
It's one of the biggest cults in well, I ain't gonna say one of the biggest cults in DC, but it's a big cult.
Right.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of their name.
You got me thinking real hard right now.
That could be a lot of people.
Right, exactly. Now, see, that'd be one of the savages, like, oh, this one here had this one and that one and that one. My brain powers kind of stop after a certain time frame. But so what games have you been playing?
Know about that stuff way back in the day.
I said, so what games have you been playing? What games have you been playing?
What game is I'm playing? I ain't playing shit. Such my goddamn TV. Only thing I've been playing on the damn PC. Power up to the PC leaders. That's right. Fuck you, console. I'm playing on my gaming rig that I play on low settings. I don't care. I have no shame.
You need Inspector Gadget to come over there and hook you up.
Yeah, I do. No, I was playing Call of Duty and stuff around. Come on, just swap and get it on. Call of Duty and Breakpoint. That's it.
This was up.
In The Witcher. My bad. In The Witcher.
Witcher. Man, I laid around there. See how you play The Witcher? I said I want to clean up some of my backlog. I went on and finished out Tomb Raider. Knocked that out. I know a lot of people might get mad and want to hang me for this. Pun intended. Red Dead 2, Redemption 2. I haven't finished the game, but I'm back at it. I'm at the end of it. I'm like 90% finishing the game. I get sidetracked and put hours in some other shit on that game. But now I'm actually getting back to the story, and I'm gonna finish the game. I played it for a little while, put it to the side. But I've been back on those games. That's been my gaming thing right now, because I'm trying to clear out some of the backlog, because I know ain't nobody talking about it. But they got this game called Ancestries. I like that shit. It's something about it that intrigues me, that want to just go through the motions and get immersed into this universe. I don't agree with the shit, but I just want to go through this universe, because it don't have to be real. You know what I'm saying? We watch Marvel and DC movies all day long, where people coming from outer space and Thanos and snapping and knocking half the universe out. So it don't have to be real. So I don't even have to hear people talk about, atheists and stuff like that, for the people that's non-atheists that want to make that argument. All video games is not real. So with that being said, I'm very interested in trying out this game. So I'm clearing out some of my backlog. It just came out, and now I'm gonna go ahead and go diving into that game now. But with that being said, Chaos, I don't know if you want to say it, but you seen it. I haven't seen it. You're supposed to send me a picture of it, because it was supposed to be some super top secret.
I did.
Secret Squirrel leaked information about PlayStation new 5 look. So since you said that you did, I'm gonna check for my own two eyes, and I don't see it in here yet. But oh shit, this is okay. I'm gonna let you give your description of what you think about it first before I even say anything, because man, this almost looked like the Alienware. If this real.
Yeah, like I said, I take anything I say with a grain of salt. I mean, not what I say. I mean, what I see with a grain of salt. My fault.
Yeah, this can't be real. Nah,
I mean, it could be.
Man, the toilet bowl is better than this. Flip, you seen it?
The toilet bowl. I'm done.
I seen it. I seen it.
Yeah. So you don't think it's real, Chaos, or you think it might be real?
I mean, yeah, it's always a possibility.
I mean, no, don't go with that. I'm just saying, what do you think? I don't mean that that's what it is. You're not putting a stamp in.
I mean, but that's the type of kind of person I am. It's like I can take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, if it I can see it being like.
You say you can see it being real? Say Flip.
Yeah, I can see it being real.
I don't know. I don't know. Anything is possible. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks normal. Like it looks like it could be. Like it looks modest enough to be real.
Yeah, but look at the logo. Look how the PlayStation 5 logo look, right? Now, when have you ever known PlayStation to bury their logo?
Mm-hmm.
Bury their logo. Something that you got to actually look at and notice. Like, you know how you look at something and say, oh, there it is right there. PlayStation want their shit to stand out. They always did.
May not anymore. Powered by Microsoft, baby.
That sounds good, but I can't see this being real.
Powered by Microsoft.
Nah,
Yo, why does it look like kind of look like a 360? I don't know. Like 360 was. Did you see it?
I saw it. That's what people say.
Huh? Would you say?
Look at the 360. But you know why I wouldn't say it's real? The one reason why I wouldn't say it's real, because that it has wouldn't allow for all that cooling. Remember that the PlayStation heating no, that's a lot of heat, and anything that they're building must provide a lot of cooling, and that machine don't have a lot of vent, don't have a lot of space for a good fan.
Right, it don't.
The SoC. So if you look at it that way and think about what they bring into the box, right? Because if it's even 10 teraflop, a 10 teraflop machine is going to need to be cooled. Think about it. So that's why the size of it tell me that no. People complain about Microsoft.
Well, you know what?
But it's all about cooling.
But you want to know something though, Stu? You're right, but let's not forget it. Sony is good with cooling. They can make their system a cooling system somehow. Who knows what type of cooling system that they got? I mean, all we see is just standing up, so we don't know if the air is on the top, out of the heart. I don't know, man. You got me right here.
Yeah, like I said, you can't.
What was the big complaint? What was the big complaint about the PlayStation 5? It sounded like a jet engine.
Oh, you talking about PlayStation? Oh yeah, the PlayStation 4 jet. Yeah.
People complain.
I don't know, man.
I mean, but to me, it just don't have it. It don't have it. Even though it was like some footage, that somebody made it snap the picture from a different angle. I just the texture of it just don't say Sony. It don't say PlayStation. Even the other I'm gonna say it again. The toilet seat that still looked like something that PlayStation would have did. This looked more Microsoft.
That toilet seat.
Yeah, it's a Microsoft would have did. I mean, not just the design, but you know what I'm saying, just the structure of it. This look more Microsoft than Sony. But you know what I'm saying, Microsoft going back with a box shape. And look how big the Xbox X is. That's like double the size of the S and the X. So Sony trying to pick almost the same amount of power, not as much, but almost the same amount of power in a box that look like it's about the size of the X. I doubt it.
Right. That's the thing about it. That's the thing when you think about it, is that cooling, because nobody wants what happened to the 360 to happen to them. Nobody wants that. Cooling was the death of the 360.
Right? Didn't the Xbox lose a lot of money from the 360 because of that?
Right.
But I think that was one of their biggest mix-ups. Yeah.
$1 billion.
Mm.
$1 billion. Man, most companies would have sunk under $1 billion.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because I don't even think Sony is worth $1 billion.
No, they're worth $1 billion. They made it back in. I remember Xbox Live, software seal. They made that back.
They did. Oh yeah. No, yeah. I'm not. Yeah, we ain't gonna forget that. They did make that money back though.
Yeah, they made it back. Hey, speaking about back, man, literally back, man, what y'all heard? Did y'all hear about Christian Bale was supposed to be in Thor: Love and Thunder, and he was supposed to be Beta Ray Bill?
No, didn't know. Beta Ray Bill supposed to. Would they have? You think they're going to have Hulk in it?
I don't know. I think Hulk will be in there. So you don't think that he should be Beta Ray Bill? Because that's a fan favorite character. I got an extra Stu.
Yeah. Well. He could be. He's a good actor. But guess what? We need to move away from those pretty boys.
Yeah, who you think will be a good Beta Ray Bill then?
When you look at the Joker the other day, the Joker wasn't the ideal Joker until you see we need a good Beta Ray Bill would be. Who would be a good Beta Ray Bill? Who would be a good Beta Ray Bill? We need
I don't know.
Somebody big, but we need.
I don't know. I think they go.
Beta Ray Bill. Let me see what actor.
I think Christian Bale can pull it out.
I honestly think someone who's kind of like. I say someone that's kind of like.
He don't need it.
No,
come on. He played Batman. Keep moving.
No. I'm saying like just in general to play that character. That's what I would say. So
somebody with a little more size on him.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah, like the Rock size, basically.
Yeah, somebody gotta be like that, or either at least the same size as Chris
Rock
Chris
or
Batista. Or hold on, I got one right here. What about what's his name? Chris Hemsworth's brother, because actually his brother actually was the one that was supposed to play as Thor, but for some reason I forgot what it was why his brother turned it down and they gave it to him.
Oh yeah, I think I heard
they
about
gave
that.
It to him because it's supposed to be his brother. Yeah. So why not let his brother do it? Keep it in the family. Shit. I'm quite sure his brother can pull it off. They ain't gonna do nothing but put CG on him and stuff. That is, I mean, if you want, I can't see somebody playing Beta Ray Bill.
Makeup one hell of a thing. I think they did makeup for.
Where's the hammer? I can't see him. He be like, "Where's the hammer? Where are the drugs?" No, I can't see his no, man. No, man. Where are the drugs? Where's the man? We talked about that, man. I don't know who can play Beta Ray Bill. I think we talked about that last week, didn't we?
Yeah, that was no, we were talking about the Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Keanu Reeves.
No, no.
Yeah, let somebody else be him. I don't want to see him as Beta Ray Bill. I don't think he ain't had the voice for Batman. So why have voice a big on you? Sometimes trying to ignore to make him sound like that. Not taking anything from him. He did his thing on Batman, and other than the voice was annoying to me. But I'm just saying, give it to somebody else. Like I don't know. Like there's so many actors that you could give it to. Cause let's be honest. I mean, Beta Ray Bill, his face is going to be CG like Thanos.
Right.
Oh, Aquaman could be Beta Ray Bill, you know.
Nah, he Aquaman. He Aquaman. Ain't gonna do it. He already Aquaman. I know what you mean. Somebody built like that, but I mean somebody sound like him. I can see it, but he's already Aquaman.
What about Henry Cavill?
Nah. He gotta be more powerful. I'm sorry. After he done played Superman,
Yeah, he gotta be
he
someone
got
Oh,
powerful.
no, I don't,
be
that's
Yeah.
somebody from
bullshit.
his
That's
move snap.
bullshit. No, that's bullshit. No, that's bullshit. What the last Superman? Who he played
Why?
as? Who the last Superman? What he played as?
Yeah, but that's different.
He
That's
played as
different though. That's
Adam.
different.
He got smaller. He became a smaller character. Now,
Yeah, but that's different. No. See, let me tell you why that's different. Because that Superman movie was booty. They were showing Superman's shoes more than his boots he had on high heels. Y'all think I'm lying? Go back and watch Superman Return when he stepped on board on that shuttle. All they kept showing a shot of his boots. I'm like, them boy, is he wearing men clock or women clock? That's all they kept showing. No.
man, I thought that movie was
That movie. Listen here. We said it before. The acting was good. The actors and stuff couldn't act, but the movie and the storyline would just suck. So nah. And that movie didn't do good. So I mean, they made his money. I made some type of money, but it just didn't. People went to go see that movie on nostalgia. That's the only reason why that movie made money. Oh man,
Superman
we got
Return
another
or
Superman
Batman
movie.
versus Superman?
Yeah, no, Superman Return.
That movie was garbage.
Yeah,
the Batman versus Superman I liked. I like the Justice League too. It was good enough. A lot of people didn't like it.
You seen both versions of it? Batman versus Superman?
Yeah, the cartoon version and the
No. The movie, you know how they got the movie.
You're talking about the extended version.
Yeah, the extended version.
The extended version made it made sense, but it was.
You ain't like the extended version? Because I think the extended version showed, I think was more from Bruce Wayne perspective, and the other one showed it from more of Superman perspective. If I ain't mistaken, I think that's how it had went, but I don't know. It's either one of the two. Hey, speaking about mishaps and controversy and stuff like that, there's this one character that's well deserved their own solo movie. Hands down. Always deserve their own solo movie. Way before some people received a solo movie. And that is Black Widow. Now, the big controversy about Black Widow is Taskmaster. You know, me, when I first seen Taskmaster, I thought it was a ripoff of Skeletor, but I actually found out that Taskmaster was created before Skeletor was created. If I'm wrong, leave a comment in the chat. So, with that being said, now, the actual look of Skullmaster, of Taskmaster is the Skeletor look, and how would that resonate into the 21st century? So what they did, they made a helmet type skull face on him now. And I want to get y'all opinions on what do y'all think of the actual look they went to go with Skullmaster again, with Taskmaster. You seen?
I seen it, but
you ready to Skull or you ready to I mean, think about it. If they would have did a skull like skeleton skull, or you.
So what are we doing here? I mean, I don't have a problem with it. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't care. I don't care.
So it ain't gonna make a difference to you how they all the betrayal.
Yeah, as long as the movie is good, I'm ready to I'm getting my Savage on right now. I really don't give a fuck. It don't matter to me. As long as the movie is good. I'm gonna keep it true. I'm gonna just tell the truth. The movie, as long as the movie is good, I don't really care.
As
long as the makeup and it seems right, it fits right.
Right. And it make it practical. The reason why it looked like a man's instead of a skull, because you know they did somewhat ish like CG skull people, where they did Red Skull, so they can do that. You know what I'm saying? That style, if they was going to go with that style. But you said you don't even care, so let's try Chaos, man. What you think about the way they going the portrayal of Taskmaster?
I didn't even see it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, but I will tell you, I don't really even care. I really don't even care about the character to begin with. But
You
but
don't
you
care
know,
about
long if it's a
Taskmaster?
good movie.
Do you know who Taskmaster is? He's the person that can manipulate. I mean, not manipulate, mimic anybody fight
Yeah,
style that he
I know
see.
his power. I know his power set. I
Man,
know been I know he's been in a run through with quite a few people. I also know that he's been killed quite a few times in some comic books. But you know it.
but he one of
Eh,
the characters. They got so many other characters like Squirrel Girl
as
that's
long
Jack.
as he's interesting, longer not it's not even that. It's just that like as long as he's interesting, you know, in the movie, I'm not complaining about it.
Right, right. Yeah, because I know they've been having a lot of people that been up in the roars. They don't care for the way they did him. He looked like I think there was people were saying like a Power Ranger, and it was another thing that people were saying. I was like, I could kind of see it, but it's okay. It looked down to earth, like it looked more like how they did the Vulture, where made it look more realistic instead of him looking like an actual bird. So Stu, have you had the opportunity to see the Black Widow trailer when they introduced the villain?
Yeah,
Taskmaster?
I saw the Black Widow trailer, but honestly, I don't know why they wasted money to make the Black Widow movie. I know some people might like it, but to me, honestly, it's
Too
like the
late.
Captain Marvel movie. They're all living off hype now because there's nothing really.
You don't think Marvel got a trick up their sleeve to for the Black Widow movie?
Marvel milking the franchise now. Disney, Disney making cookie cutters movie to me. Honestly, all right, I have to draw back to the Joker. The Joker didn't have a lot of action in it, but the storyline of the Joker, you say, wow, that's a good movie, right?
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch a
Right.
Marvel movie now, they're using the same formula over and over and over and over and over again. And honestly, it's like how many times you can watch Iron Man? How many times you can watch? It's because we love the characters, because they're beloved. That's why I watch Marvel movies. But the stories, and because we know the stories, you know the story of Thanos. All of us, and even that, when you look at Thanos, you say, where's Lady Death? Where's Lady Death? They took out Lady Death because it was too morbid to me. There was no Lady Death in Thanos. Why Thanos doing all of this? Think about it. Did they tell you that in the movie? They didn't really go into deep detail in the movies because Marvel, Disney know how to make money. They know how to make Cinderella 100 times. Is the same thing they're doing.
All right. Well, if you saying it like that, what about this here, Stu? Check this out. They had creative differences in between Kevin Feige and the director of Doctor Strange 2 because he was trying to make Marvel's first actual horror movie. And the creative differences because Kevin Feige said, no, we not. We're gonna have some horror-ish scenes in there to give it a splash, but he wasn't gonna let them make a straight out horror movie. So what you
Again,
actually saying is genuine.
yeah, Disney.
Disney and they had to walk.
Disney don't play. Disney tell you that they're all about the money, Disney know how to make a commercial success. Tell me one Disney movie that has not been commercially successful in the last 30 years. Tell me one.
13 or
30.
30?
30 years.
30.
30.
Oh, 30.
Yeah. Tell me one Disney movie that has
There.
not been
Oh,
commercially
wait, you said
successful.
Disney. Hold up. My fault. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because
That's
Disney make cookie cutter movies.
I was about to.
Stu.
I was about
Stu,
to
you
Yeah.
give
cheating,
you.
Stu. Stu, you cheating.
Yeah.
Why
You
I
cheating,
cheating?
Stu.
Hard.
Stu.
Yeah.
Me and you and Triple Cup is the oldest one in here, especially me and you, the oldest. That will
Yeah.
remember something like that. That can actually remember. You wrong. Stop trying to throw dirt in people's eyes on this podcast. You're gonna stop that now, Stu. You're gonna stop that.
All right. Let's all right. Let's be nice.
Cookie color, but let's dive into this next topic. Since we say cookie color, let's talk about a cookie color with this Marvel property, Morpheus movie that's supposed to be coming out was on nobody's radar. Everybody eat crow together because nobody had this movie on their radar. And everybody said, oh, I don't care about the Morpheus movie. And when they actually showed up with its first trailer to say, look, this is what we bring to the table, they follow the same format of the Joker. And they follow not the same format, but they bring in the same intensity of like, we really taking it serious. What I mean
they're bringing an adult theme movie now, which I'm happy for.
Yes.
I am happy for adult theme movie. I've longed for one from Marvel. Listen, we don't know Marvel cartoons and Marvel comics different, you know. Back in the day, I don't mean to get perverted, but you know that these girls had tits.
Yeah.
Who? Yeah. Oh, I knew you were talking about. Yeah.
The girl had titties.
Yeah. But in since Disney take it over, it's like the girls are like boys. It's just a costume. They make it for 6-year-old boys. You know, it's not adult theme. And we have been reading comics for almost so many years now.
I like the change though. You know that Marvel Studios, they was doing it or running their analytics and stuff like that. And from when they came to like, you know, they talk about the demographics of who actually come to the movies and where they core base is at. You know what I'm saying? It was like 18 to 24 and like 34 to I think it was like 40 or 50 or something like that. But I know it was like a high age, and you know, it had a little gap in between. But it was like showing like the age group, all the kids, they watch the Marvel movies, but the people that actually where they getting their money from and you know buying most of their merchandise and going to the movies is their age of groundswell. You can actually make a R-rated movie and it still sell just as much if they did PG-13. So now they was talking about how can they introduce and tap their feet to the water of making more adult themed movies because they know Logan, Deadpool, the Joker, even in DC, these are hard horror movies and they selling billions as well. So Marvel don't have to have the clips on their hands. They just got to be their own studio. And I'm thinking that's what's going to be what's coming down the pipeline. Like Marvel is his own studio, but it's going to have like you know it's going to be Disney, but it's going to have its own free will, like how let's say Fox is right now. As in, if you put a movie under Fox and it be rated R, you don't look at Disney. You just see it as a Fox movie. But when
let me cut you. You mentioned Logan. For the kind of movie that Logan was supposed to be, Logan was supposed to be a gritty movie.
Right.
It wasn't that. It was diluted down with all of these kids in the movie. They turned it into a kiddie movie. Right? They turned Logan into a kids movie. When Wolverine
the kid movie.
Of course. When Wolverine was all right. When you go to a Marvel comic, Marvel have a couple hardcore characters. By hardcore characters, we're talking about Cable, we're talking about Wolverine, we're talking about when Apocalypse changed Angel wings and turned him to Archangel. Right?
Right.
Archangel, we're talking Bishop. I'm not talking the evil characters now. I'm talking the good characters that walk the line, that kill, that were killers. Right. They're not playing with you. They're coming, they're just handcuffing you and tying you up like Batman and the Joker. They're killing you. Right?
Right.
Wolverine was a killer.
Yeah, he was knocking people off in Logan.
Right. No, but when you watch Logan, it should have been grittier. It should have been more storyline. It should have explored more what happened to Professor Xavier, what happened to the rest of people. It should have been deeper.
Yeah,
because honestly,
you know what?
It be a Disney Plus show. That's the only way they could be.
No, hold on. You know what? Still, You my favorite person on this podcast right now. You know why? Because I said that. That's why I could not get into a lot of them Wolverines movie. The way they was portraying Wolverine was kind of half stepping. That's why they revolved the X-Men movie around Wolverine, and that's not what that comic book was about. It's like, yeah, but Wolverine popular. I don't give a damn he popular. God damn it. I threw the goddamn glass at the fireplace. I don't care. That is a team-based movie. That's what it's supposed to be about. But it wasn't.
Let me cut you. Remember, if I'm old enough to watch Star Wars when it came out in the theater, 1977, as a child, as a 6-year-old. Not so everybody know my age now. The fight between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi is one of the greatest but lamest fight in movie history. If you look at it, it was almost like you're watching some sword fight show between knights in the 50s movie. It was no CG. It was they swung the sword clashed 4 or 5 times. Then Obi-Wan allowed Darth Vader to kill him, right? But when you left the theater, it was the biggest thing in the world. There was nothing greater than it. It was the best sword fight you've ever seen.
That's what that's what the last Star Wars missed out on. There was no big sword fight really at the end.
The last Star Wars missed out on because the last Star Wars had no story. The last Star Wars didn't have any story. If you watch, you realize it took me about 6 times to watch that bitch off Cody. It had no story really. It had no story.
Hold on. Hold on. Not to cut you off, but I always have to say this. Cody, fuck you about Flip Money on Xbox Live. If you need help stalling it, holla at Flip Money. Right. He got to show you the way. Cody, go ahead.
It took me 6 times to watch that, and I couldn't. It was. There was nothing grabbing or grasping about it, right? But let's go back to the originals. We're talking about movies now. Disney movies and the flashing lights. They're not really all that deep in the stories. If you look at it, Disney living off Pixar, Pixar had better stories than Disney movie stories, Go back to all of the movies where you watch and you say, oh, that's a Disney movie. No, that's a Pixar movie. Toy Story and all of that. Right? Disney movie don't have no story. Disney movies have characters because Disney sell toys. So if you want toys, enjoy a Disney movie.
Stu don't care. Stu do not care. That's fucking like, no.
I know Stu and Savage would have been in here, man. Yeah.
No, God, seriously. Go back through all your list of Disney movies and tell me one of them with a strong story. Under the Sea, The Little Mermaid, Mulan. All of them the same thing. Garbage them. They sell characters. They don't sell actual story. They sell characters. They sell diluted down stories. So once Disney got Star Wars, I realized shit. And once Disney got Marvel, I realized, oh. But look, DC now get the formula from Joker. The next Batman is going to be darker than the Dark Knights.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know, Stu. That you know what, Stu? I get what you're saying because people may not know that there was an article that's out there when they asked why Disney bought Marvel. And people didn't understand that. You know what Disney said? Disney bought Marvel because of the incoming part, which they already did, and they can sell it to little boys. First, I say, wait a minute, what? That sounds unusual, right? Sell it to little boys, but that's what the whole intention of them buying Marvel, to sell the merchandise and to make a theme park in Orlando, whereas though, in Florida, whereas though it attracts the children and stuff. What we have next, the people with the letter, them female, the SAJW, them people. Then they try to open it up more diverse now. That's what you're seeing now.
No, if you think about it, Mickey Mouse fans and Cinderella fans are all dead. Think about it. How old is Mickey Mouse? Right? Yeah,
100.
who fell in love with Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse is for 50s people born in the 50s and 60s and 40s and 30s.
People
Most of
like
them
George
very
Lucas.
old now. They're
That's
not
why.
buying a Mickey Mouse doll.
Listen here. Listen, that's why George old Disney, even though he owned half of Disney now, it's a simple fact. Is because when he was little, he used to go to on Walt Disney. I found that out. Like, what? That's one of the reasons why he sold it. He got burned on Star Wars, but that's the initial reason why he sold it. A fan, that nostalgia. A fan. He was a fan of Disney when he was little.
He was a fan of Mickey Mouse.
He was a fan of that.
When you go to Disney Hollywood Studio, there's a Star Wars section in Hollywood Studio, and there's something like Build-A-Bear where you can go in the Lego area and build a lightsaber, build some Lego Luke Skywalker, build dolls based on Star Wars.
Man, I would love to build a fucking lightsaber. Fuck that.
Right?
See, I ain't gonna lie, me too.
Right?
It's just a kid in me.
But when you look
we
at
get
it,
what you're saying.
it's about the characters. Disney want the characters, and Disney wants stories that everybody like, right? If you look at it, Black Panther was one of the darkest movies in that trilogy, right? Even Doctor Strange. How Doctor Strange turned into a kiddie movie?
Oh, I thought
Doctor
you was about
Strange
to
fought
say it
demons.
was dark. I thought you said it was dark because he was dark. Because he ain't light-skinned.
No, it's one of the darkest movies, not because of that, but in terms of the storyline.
Fucking around. Yeah.
It's because who they got to direct it.
Well, yeah, I get you on that one. I see where he going with that one. Out of all the Marvel character superhero movie that came out, the one that came the closest and the realest to anything was Black Panther. Listen to what he was doing.
Of course. But you think about it, watch Doctor Strange. Read Doctor Strange comics and watch Doctor Strange. And you said they turned Doctor Strange into a sissy. Doctor Strange didn't operate like this. Right? Doctor Strange was cool in terms of to deal with issues because he was dealing with paranormal activities. Right?
Right.
But Disney turned Marvel into they love it because guess what? You have Black Panther now, and all right, we have Black Panther for black people. So when you go to Disney theme park, you have the girls.
Yeah, they knew what they were
you have people come out dressed like the ladies in Black Panther, the one who bodyguard the king. Right? When you go to Disney now and the little black girls say, "Yay! I want to be a bodyguard." So they say, "Oh Lord, we struck gold with Black Panther. This character will live for the next 50, 60 years. All of these kids who fall in love with it now will have 50 years when they come to the theme park to see that." Right? They have Darth Vader. He'll never die for the next 50 years. Right? Yeah. Soon come up with something big and say, all right, we need to revamp the Hulk. The technology is here. The Hulk is one of our better character. Remember back in the day, the Hulk had his own show? Who remember watching the Hulk?
Hey, that's the show.
Lou Ferrigno.
After every
I watched
that. Oh, sad ass
that
show.
Was before my time.
Man, that show was sad, chaos. You don't want to see that. Man, he like a homeless man.
When he used to walk on the side of the road with his thumb out
at the end of every episode.
Yeah.
But guess what? We used to run, go home and watch a Hulk. Right? The next character Disney soon buy Steve Austin, the $6 million man. Chances are you might see a $6 million man movie from Disney.
I can see that.
Of course.
I can see that, yo. They ain't go. There people out there don't know what that is. That cartoon. I can see that because they tried to do that back then. The Bionic 6 with the Bionic woman, and they got together, and the Bionic man had
that noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember that noise?
They tried to do something. It used to make a noise to let you know they was going bionic.
Yeah, they was running real fast. They make it seem like they running real fast. As time got up with technology, you seen his son and went like the Flash. You're like, what the? Like, he was moving like the Flash.
Disney soon buy that shit. because it's about nostalgia and character. You think Disney that was mad this Christmas when they didn't make those Yoda dolls? You think that if they had any idea that people would go crazy for the Yoda dolls, you think it wouldn't be out for Christmas? They had no idea. But next year, when you go on the shelf, guess what you'll be seeing? You'll be seeing thousands of Yoda dolls.
No, baby Yodas.
Baby Yodas. You think that wasn't mad? That they said, oh, how the hell? Who dropped the ball on that? Somebody could have got fired.
I mean, to me, when I first seen that, I said, "Oh, this is market genius right here. They gonna sell the fuck out of Baby Yoda." Even though he don't have no name. Right now, everybody just say Baby Yoda just for our purposes.
Right. And don't need no more name than Baby Yoda. Everybody wants a Baby Yoda.
Right.
Baby Yoda will be selling like hotcakes next year for Christmas. When you go to Disney Partner, you can get Baby Yoda. Special limited edition, probably by next month for $300. Cause those bitches ain't go to a Disney park. A pizza costs $20. You look at the size of it, it's a personal pan and stuff. Those dudes know how to market, and that is what it is now. And marketing.
Stoopy is
going
on fire right now.
Stoopy.
Hey Chuck, Stoopy is on fire right now.
Yeah.
He is on fire.
Hey, while still on fire, we got to get a guard, man. With Chaos, man. He didn't say what he thought about the Morpheus trailer.
About the what trailer?
Morpheus.
You seen it, right?
I ain't even see it.
No, you need to see it. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Fucking right. It'll make you want to watch more.
It spark interest. Spark interest.
Yeah, you gotta see it. Flip, you seeing what? Did it catch your interest?
Oh, listen here. I want to see it. It's my Morpheus, and I want to see it now.
Right.
I'm just saying I am just going to do it. I'm curious to see how they're going to play this out now. I'm not even going to hold you.
Hey, from what I said, they got that psionic wave that he did. That let you know that they put some money into this movie. You know that little wave thing. When he was standing there, it was a wave.
Morpheus trailer.
Yeah.
Morpheus. Yeah, you gotta watch that, John. It's pretty good.
And then they don't hold back either. They don't hold back at all. And then they introduce it, like, you know, it's in the MCU somewhat because of the
Morpheus trailer.
Well, what's his name? I'll be bound to call him Falcon or Vulture. The Vulture. They actually showed the Vulture in the trailer, and that's the same Vulture from Spider-Man's Homecoming. And Spider-Man Homecoming was officially a part of the MCU. So the Falcon was a part of the MCU because he got bid out with his contract, some stuff they had to do with Tony Stark and the alien invasion, and how he was supposed to get. That's where he get all his technology from. So if he got that technology that came apart from the MCU, when they created this Spider-Verse, there's a part of, you think it's gonna be like considered like a part of the MCU. So that's a good thing that when they showed you that you see the tying in connections, and I guess they got to do with Tom Holland's getting drunk and talking to the people at Disney about getting back together with Sony.
Yeah.
Spider-Man need to rest now. They need to give Spider-Man a break for like 4 or 5 years.
Nah, don't say that, Stu.
Yeah, nah. He's really turning into Savage, killing Peter Parker.
Yeah. You want me to? I'm gonna tell you why. They got the perfect actor at the right. He can mature. Wait a man. If Sony do it right and don't fuck up, that movie can grow. You can see a couple Spider-Man movies if you play this out, because you can push that thing all the way up to the Sinister Six. You know what I'm saying? So they can double team them. He can fight 2 villains in a movie every time he come out with a movie, but have some gap between that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like a year and like 2 years. Give it like 2 years apart.
No, it's
every movie that comes out.
Say Flip, it's supposed to be 2 trilogies. Like the first 3 movies, and then it's supposed to be another.
Okay. Right?
So that's
Do it
why
like
they
that.
got so young, because they got the first trilogy.
All
And was
if I was
yeah.
If I was Sony, I would lead it all the way up until the Sinister Six. The Sinister Six will be the Infinity Saga right there to the Sinister
To be in the Spider-Verse.
Six. Don't all. Don't let nah. It's a Sinister Six. It would be better than that Spider-Verse thing, because that Sinister Six John makes a lot of sense. All his enemies trying to get him at one. Or you can go out with a bang. All his enemies found out who he was. Don't let them get killed. Let them get captured or whatever. But lead it all the way up to the Sinister Six, and they all find out who he is. Go ball to the wall with it. Aunt May damn near dead.
They already know who he is.
Yeah, I know. Let him know who he is. When you get to the Sinister Six, everybody put it together. And they figure out who he was, who Peter Parker is, and Aunt May in a coma. The goldfish had Aunt May in a coma. Her goldfish had a stroke. The cat ran and got hit by the car, and the motherfucker dog head got decapitated. Just like that. They had that thing planned out like that. I'm telling you, that will be.
Yeah. I mean, that
by the time everybody, because by the time we get to the Sinister Six, that's when you kill all of them. That's when you let them all get killed. Let them all get killed. Not Spider-Man, but the Sinister Six. That's how you do it. At least like one or two of the Sinister Six still live after that. That'll make a better movie. Right. Yo, come holler at me. Come holler at me, Marvel. Right. I got you.
Look, that would be the route to go to, because you know what I'm saying, the first two Spider-Man movies, you had Mysterio and you had the Vulture. So you had the Vulture and now the third, and you had the Scorpion. You had the Scorpion. So that's three of them out the Sinister Six right there. And from what I'm hearing on the next Spider-Man, with all the deals and stuff they're shooting in the air, and you know Marvel is known for giving the fans what they want. So with that being said, you know we got the Daredevil with Matt Murdock in there, and then they're gonna have where the villain, and then you know they're probably having Kraven the Hunter, and then on top of that you have Morpheus gonna come out this year, and you can't have a Morpheus without no Blade, and Blade is inside the MCU. Now with that being said, that introduced Spider-Man inside of, you know what I'm saying, that person, they introduced that person inside of them. So now you have somebody like Morpheus, and they having him team up with the Sinister Six as well. From what they bringing is they introducing characters, but like how you were saying, but they not introducing them all at once, and they're gonna show Oscorp should be coming about in the next one. And once the next Spider-Man, whatever they name it, Spider-Man, I still say Spider-Man Home Alone. That's the title I say that's gonna go for. So once they run with this, run with everybody, and they're gonna introduce character after character after this third saga right here. This is supposed to be the end. So they're gonna have, from what they're trying to, you know what I'm saying, not saying, but what they're trying to do is Deadpool cannot be rated R. So the only way Deadpool can be accepted being PG-13 is him being introduced inside of a crossover. So what they trying to do?
They said Deadpool ain't gonna be rated R anymore.
No, they ain't said he's not gonna be rated R, but the fastest way they can introduce, they can introduce Deadpool inside of the MCU is put him in Spider-Man. That way he could, you know what I'm saying, he could be Deadpool without them worrying about, you know what I'm saying, people bitching because it's not, you know, Deadpool being rated R. So that's how they trying to test the waters with him. But he gonna be like, what they gonna make with the Spider-Man 3 is big. They gonna make it like it's a finale, because it's the third of the saga. After this saga, then they're gonna be working on the next saga, and it's gonna bring all the characters from the first saga.
I'm back.
So that's how they're supposed to be doing the second three. They're gonna use this for a jump start after these first three, and then after that, Sony could do it without Marvel. So that's the big thing, because Venom's supposed to be crossing over. Then you got Morpheus crossing over, and they actually put money behind Morpheus because they figure like, hey, these superhero movies is actually doing well, so they willing to take a risk. That's why Morpheus look as well as it do. And Jared Leto, this is actually his chance to his redemption, because when he was in what the fuck, that was Suicide Squad, he was almost cast out of acting for life, because he's a good actor, but that shit show he did with the Joker was horrible. Morpheus is his redemption right now. But enough of the Morpheus and the Morpheus and stuff like that. So, Flip, I want to ask you personally, since you know about Crisis on Infinite Earth, you watched episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What do you think overall about the show? Was it live up to the expectations, not of Crisis, because that was impossible. We already established.
Bad. I was on mute. I'm sorry. I was. Oh. What do I think about? You know what?
Yeah,
listen here. I understand what Mr. 100. I understand what Mr. 100 is saying and this and this and this, but let's just cut to the chase. Was it good? Yeah. Did it end up to the expectation? Sometimes you have to go into these TV shows and not looking at it. Oh man, it's like Netflix. No, you can't do that with these types of TV shows. You have to go on and it's like, okay, this is on this channel, so you got to take it for whatever it is. Did I think it was good? Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. You know, was it to the T? No, it wasn't to the T or whatever, but it was still okay. It was still okay 1, 2, 3, 4 TV little movies that they have 4, 5 parts or whatever.
I know that
I saw what?
Hey, I just think they should have called it Crisis. Everything. If they wouldn't have called it Crisis, I think it would have been better. I mean just for the simple fact they couldn't live up to the Crisis. And if it would have been something else, and then they would have been this big idea, people like, oh, that was fire. But it had this big expectation to live up to it for Crisis on Infinite Earth. I knew it wasn't going to succeed there because the CW and a movie probably wouldn't better live up to the comic book line of all Crisis. But they did do some favorite. Well, hey, one of my fan favorites was when the Flash. Hey, this really kind of was like some Easter egg leg work that they had put in up because they took Crisis on Infinite Earths, right? And when it was going through, they wiped out all of the multiverse. Everything was gone. But Barry Allen was running through the Speed Force, and he ended up running into Barry Allen from the DCEU. Now, my thoughts on this here, when he was whatever the Barry Allen from the DCEU was saying about something, it actually worked or whatever like that. They're showing you like that whatever he's doing is going to affect on his movie, and I can almost guarantee that the way that they reworking the DCEU, they implement everything to be as one big thing, right? With a multiverse, but they letting you know this is all DC Comics, from Titans to Doom Patrol to anything that you can name, from Birds of Prey, the little TV show, anything. They tied everything together, and some stuff they made one Earth, and they made all of the superheroes. They cleaned a lot of shit up. Basically, they cleaned a lot of shit up, and they gave homage to a lot of things. So my favorite homage was when the Flash met the Flash, and I feel like he got a point that he is going to have something to do with the Flash when they make the DCEU Flash movie. That this Crisis is going to have something to do with it because he was too excited about this shit. So, Flip, what's one of your favorite Easter eggs, cameos, or scenes that you've seen that was through the whole 5 episodes of Crisis?
My joint was well, you know what? I'm not gonna hold you. Honestly, I have several. I like the fact how they showed. I like the fact how they did with they show you the bull, they show you Barry Allen from the movie. I like that. I like the fact that they show you that Easter egg that Green Lantern TV show is coming. That's coming from the movie or whatever. I like also. Oh man, I had all the thing in my head. God darn it, mother!
You got 2 sons now.
Yeah, Superman got 2 sons, which means one of them is going to be Jonathan Kent, and what's the name when Lex Luthor had to Connor? One is going to be Jonathan, and the other one is going to be Connor. That's what that's going to be. They're going to say that's Connor. That's Connor. That the one that Lex Luthor took on Superman DNA and mixed it with his to make a Superboy. That's who that's going to be. That's going to be Connor, and it's going to be Jonathan. That's what they're hitting at. I also like how they did with I also, even though the boy was Superman and I like that Superman Return movie, I especially I especially like how he was flying up in the sky and aboard up in on Earth atmosphere like Christopher Reeve did. They showed
Oh,
homage
hey,
to
wait,
that.
yeah.
That was a banger right there. When he was flying and he looked at whatever and he started looking, smile at the camera, you know, because if you watch the original one with Superman, he put his hands up through his hand like gave you like just took off. I like that they did that, and even though I liked also how they show you all the different Earths and whatever, because when they rebooted. When he rebooted the universe, he rebooted the universe and everything is different. So that means that Superman, which was Kingdom Come Superman, Lois Lane never died. So you know, so that's why you see him doing what he doing in there. Lois Lane didn't get his didn't die. He didn't lose his son or whatever because of the Joker and all that other stuff. It's like who knows where they can go with it now. Because that's also showing like how it ain't exactly like the comic book, but also they showing you like how they rebooted it because like, how they did it from like similar to the comic book. Because when a comic book rebooted or whatever, there still are different. There still are infinite Earths or whatever. But they brought them back.
Hey, Flip, before I forget, this is something that you brought up a lot and you bring it up often. But this resonated to me. And I noticed on Crisis on Infinite Earth on the last episode. You notice one? You know what I noticed? Old girl that played on Legends of Tomorrow. That was on the Arrow at first. Sarah, right? She was calling the shots. Right? And when she was calling, she was doing the shit that Iris West be doing. But she did the shit to make you feel like, oh, she doing it. Like, she, like, how you were saying, like, when Iris used to be like, they'll make up a plan, then Iris will come back and just say, hey, I want, whatever like that.
Right.
Sarah was hitting him like, said, like, oh, got a plan. She said, Barry, go.
You know what she doing.
Man, yeah.
She know what she doing.
Hey, you come here, go. Boom. I was like, ooh, she was orchestrating the way now certain things like that, the way she orchestrated and the way she did her speeches. And to me, people don't realize, to me, she was the standout actor on the whole Crisis on Infinite Earth, because the end part, I was bitching because remember we was talking about Crisis last time before they went on their little break, their little hyenas. And I was like, man, that's how they're gonna do Oliver. But this time when they came back and they gave him a real farewell, and old boy was like, man, so I had Oliver died twice. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was breaking down in tears. And then her look that she gave on her face was like, she was like, look, I'm trying to stay strong. But you could see it in her face, like, look, I'm trying to stay strong. But you could tell she was breaking down. And you can almost see some of the real feelings that they had. Like, hey, we've been working together for all these years. But it's them saying working together, we've been teams on, But you could tell that some of them actions they were saying, they really went deep into their soul and found some of it just to give Green Arrow a farewell. And I actually got to say they did a good job out on the last one, because the first one I was like, this shit show, this how they gonna give Green Arrow his goodbyes. And you know what I'm saying, on the last one, I think they really gave him justice. So Flip, you think they gave the Green Arrow his justice on his farewell?
His farewell's not over.
Huh?
Not over yet. His farewell's not over yet.
What you mean?
Oh, he's coming back.
No, he ain't.
Green Arrow still didn't do his. You still didn't see the last episode of Green Arrow. Yeah, his farewell's not over. Oh, he's gonna come back.
I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he's.
No.
They got another episode, but I don't think I think it's gonna be some other type stuff. I really don't see him coming back no more. They gave him his farewell. They
gave him his farewell on the crossover. But for him to be by himself, I don't think it's over. We still haven't seen the last episode of Green Arrow.
I bet you he'd be dead on the last episode.
Oh yeah, most definitely, because they made him a whatchamacallit? A Spectre.
A Spectre.
He became a Spectre, which is kind of unusual, because in a comic book it didn't go that way. But okay. But people that don't know that a Spectre is one of the most powerful. Is one of the most powerful being that's out there in the DC universe. And the Spectre is actually is an interstellar, a galactic type of being that got powers like that, like somewhat of Galactica power and stuff like that. So I mean, I was happy that they did that.
Right, right. All right, what about Lex? What you thought about Lex Luthor? The way they portrayed his character, like he was a bad guy. He let it be known, like, hey, I'm a bad guy. They overplayed him, talking about bad guy, but his whole intention, and like how you were saying earlier, like he was he's good at thinking, and he's a real smart person, and how he actually how he thought, and he went talk to and he got powers or what something that he had did, because I really didn't catch it, because Lex Luthor be doing some sleazeball shit that be underhanded, but sometimes he do it for the right reason. A lot of people just don't like his straightforward way about it. So, what you thought about the portrayal of Lex Luthor?
I really didn't care about hold on. Over there, on top of that.
The character or the role?
I didn't really care for the actor, but they kind of, you know what? They kind of shoehorn him in there to me. It's like him. Whether if he was there or not, the show would have still turned out, you know, it would have still turned out pretty good to me. I really didn't care about Lex Luthor.
I mean, know who the true main character was?
The question is with Lex Luthor, do he still remember, or did they?
Yeah, he remember. He looked dead at Supergirl, and he laughed, and he got to talking about Krypton, and he's because he the one think about it, he made a deal. See, Lex Luthor, he was so smart, he made a double deal that back before, and then he went to the future that was actually the past, and he went talk to the Monitor, which come to find out his wife was actually the Monitor, I think, but we're gonna leave that one alone. So
yeah.
Because they did throw some whatchamacallits in there. So, but yeah. But Lex Luthor was smart enough to run, you know what I'm saying, to go get, and he was able to get powers that lasted. And then when he reshaped the earth, he had to put his own thoughts into it too. And his thoughts was, hey, he was supposed to be the truth. So what his thoughts was, all the stuff that he was doing was to help mankind, and like how you help mankind and do things like that, his perspective, and that's why he was getting these awards. And Supergirl couldn't stand it because she knew that the truth of what actually happened inside of his mind. But for those who don't know the true intentions of Lex Luthor, who just was a fan of the Supergirl show or young, never knew who Lex Luthor really was. I
can tell you this. I can tell you this. People that don't know that happens in the comic book, it's kind of weird because her and Lex Luthor had a weird relationship, kind of, with Supergirl in the comic book. Actually, when that went down or whatever, they had like a kind of weird relationship, because it's funny enough that they show homage to that because in a comic book he actually was, I mean, and well, in this particular era of the comic book, in this particular story, not all the storyline, but this particular story, he actually seen from this little TV movie that he was doing in a comic book and stuff. So he actually had like a little weird thing. It was like a little weird thing going on or whatever. So, like she kind of liked him, but didn't really trust him. So, I like that they did that. Now that I'm thinking about it or whatever, you said it. Yeah, I like that they did that or whatever. Even though she was kind of confused, like what is the what? But they threw their little. It's a lot of Easter egg that they threw in there. You know what I'm saying? A lot.
Right. They did. If anything, they showed a lot of tribute to the people that just fans of the comics. Even though they know they couldn't deliver on Christ, they did deliver on fan service. I give them they did that.
Yeah, they did their thing. I can't.
Hey, so who's your most who is your most shoot-in character?
I don't think it was no other than that Lex Luthor thing. I ain't really care for it, but other than that, I can overlook that. But Black Lightning. You know what? Yeah, yeah. They threw that in there. They shoehorn Black Lightning in there. They shoehorn that in there. They threw the. I mean, it's weird. It's kind of weird that they making it as in the Flash is the one that started the Justice League, and also which was unusual is that Earth Prime, they actually all was supposed to be on Earth 1. No. Here's another one that no one knows about. Don't you know the guy that was acting for an autograph? I forgot his name just that damn fast. You know the guy that was acting for the autograph with
who that was? Because I want to know who that was.
Do y'all really want to know who that dude is?
Who?
I forgot. I keep on the tip of my tongue. You really want to know who that dude is? That's the motherfucker who wrote goddamn Crisis on Infinite Earth. The dude, the old dude he asked, can he get an autograph?
I knew that shout out was too. Yeah, that was too for. Yeah, that was too for somebody. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about with Flash and Supergirl. When they first found out that they was on the same Earth.
Yeah, I know you talking. Yeah,
that old dude.
Right there, really
no, he the guy that originally wrote that. He the one that wrote Crisis on Infinite Earth in the 80s. He the one that did that. That's who that is. I can't think of his name. I keep forgetting his name, but he's the guy that wrote it. Because I remember his face, and I think that's I couldn't think of his name, but that's what. But I had it early and it slipped out my head. They wrote it on Crisis on Infinite Earth. That's who that is.
Shit,
yeah, a lot of people don't know that. They're like, what? Yes, that's the guy that wrote it. He's the one that wrote that story.
Somebody, I didn't know what body. I knew it was somebody, but just not know who he was.
Yeah, it's kind of like they kind of did a Stan Lee type thing.
Right. Just paying homage to him.
Yup. And that was cool that they did that. I was like, that's what's up. I was like, yo, because I knew who he was. I said, oh my God, I can't think of my man's name. I keep forgetting my man's name though. You know what I'm saying? But he's an author. Look up, y'all can look up right now who did Crisis on Infinite Earth. What's his name? I can't think of his name, but he the guy that did it. That's who that is.
Yeah. Hey, did you see the pictures after the show? When they were showing Barry Allen hugging Barry Allen, I don't know the dude's name. That's why I keep just saying it like that. But the dude that played in the DCEU, Barry Allen, he was all excited for it. And the Barry Allen that's from out the TV, the Arrowverse.
You talking about when he was confused? And Barry was confused. He said, "But this is impossible. There's no way." He said, "How when it ain't no?"
Huh? Yeah, but they took actual pictures. Like, you know what I'm saying, photos and stuff of them together, and on the pictures they took together, Barry Allen was looking like, man, if you don't get this clown from by me, but you know what I'm saying, you know how you can read somebody's face, like why he was talking. I mean, when you take the picture, you can see his face, and his facial expressions was like, matter of fact, I might just do me a video, and I'm just gonna act out what I think he's saying in his head. But if you see the pictures, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because he really don't look like. And the other one looked like, yeah, man, we cool, we out in the DCU.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I just like the reference. That's my connection. Pull a connection, fucking up. But I just like all the reference that they had from the comic books and the TV show. That's what made it what it was for me. That's what made me like, you know what? Yeah, I can mess with this. I mess with this. I like this. That's what made it for me. Yeah, right. Yep, I like that tribute. That made it for me, especially the one with Christopher Reeve when he was flying in space and stuff like that. You know, when he was flying in space like Christopher Reeve, I love that because he did that in Superman Return. But I also I like it. I liked it more when they did it on the show. I'm like, they show Christopher Reeve a lot of love.
Right, it did. Hey, so say Stu, have you ever heard of the HBO show? It was a series about the Green Lantern.
About the green what?
The green. Say it for me. That's
Green Lantern.
Lantern, yeah, Lantern.
The Green Lantern Corp.
The Green Lantern.
What? The Green Lantern Corp coming out with a Green Lantern Corp show.
Yeah. And actually, we got confirmation that this is gonna be the Green Lantern Corps. It's not gonna be about Harold Jones or nobody else or no previous. It's gonna be outer space. It's gonna really take place. It's gonna be something
other worlds.
Yeah.
No. That is going to be beautiful. That if it's about the Corps is going to be beautiful.
HBO.
I remember
HBO.
and it's going to be adult theme because HBO. It's not going to be the lollipop. I can't deal with the lollipop, flowery superheroes anymore. Because if you look back at it, the first time you saw the first comic book you bought, right, and you start reading, and your imagination went wild. It wasn't any G.I. Joe cartoon where everybody gets shoot down, jump out in a parachute. It's I don't want stop making safe movies. We need edgy movies, and the Corp is edgy.
What about John Wick? I want to know. Do you think how edgy is John Wick for you?
John Wick?
Yeah.
My problem with Keanu Reeves is that every role him still look like him on the bus. Every role is still speed. Keanu Reeves is not that diverse actor. He's good, but most of them roles, him sound similar, him look similar, right? Him still doing the Matrix after all these years. Think about it. He's still doing the Matrix. Most of them roles, he is the Matrix, right? I like him, but he's not that.
He's not that. Diverse. He's not the one that everybody keeps saying he is.
Yeah, he's not that diverse of an actor.
What role would you think he'll play good in a Marvel movie?
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, my bet is at the Silver Surfer.
No, Gambit.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, just
no. Hell no. Ain't no way. Hell no.
Hey yo, Stu. That's one way to get kicked off the podcast. You talking about is the Gambit like that?
No. Keanu Reeves. Hell no. Matter of fact, say Stu, I'm gonna be even worse than you. Keanu Reeves is an actor. He need a role that he don't talk. To me, he is not a good actor at all. He's a good action movie player, not an actor. I don't want. And him playing Gambit. Gambit is a smooth. Keanu is not smooth. They portray him to want to be smooth. He ain't got that charisma. I'm sorry, bro. No, not that. Not the with the Raging Cajun.
Look. Which person played the ideal Marvel character that you know about? Go through all your Marvel characters, and which person was the ideal person for any of the movies?
Play Professor Xavier.
That's the only one. Professor Xavier, that's the only one. You can't tell me anybody else. And Patrick Stewart is a classically trained actor.
All right, what about this here? Old boy that played damn, I know his name. I know his name because I see him all the time. The dude that played Deadpool.
No, because Deadpool is a comedy. Deadpool has always been a comedy, a joke character. Think about it.
Yeah, but old boy that played Deadpool, he played that is you can't take it from him. All right, well, who else? I can find somebody that embodies their role.
Right?
Tony Starks. But that's
no.
Who played a better Iron Man than Tony Stark?
No. The reason why we like Iron Man now because he grew on us. Because Iron Man grew on us. No other reason.
When the first
I gotta disagree with you on that one. I think Tony Stark helped make Iron Man. I'm sorry.
No,
I wasn't into. Hold up though. To be honest with you, I was never into Iron Man at all whatsoever. Even at when I was watching Avengers and not the movies, the old cartoon, I was never interested in Iron Man until the movie came out.
That's when I
started. and the only reason I was interested in that movie and the future Iron Man's was seeing how good Robert Downey Jr. played in it.
Nah,
So
Robert Downey
yeah, he
Jr.
did.
Listen,
He
the
did a
first
great.
thing, Iron Man taller than Robert Downey, the short ass actor. Iron Man, the comic, taller than
Okay,
Robert.
but they do that all the time. They do that all the time. DC and Marvel. Not everybody plays the character
My bad.
that they're the same height.
I
The
got
character
one.
that plays them in the character they play as is not usually always the same height.
Hey, look, no, hey, look, check this out. I got one for you. Now, this one is a
Hold on.
race being and a gender being, and they achieved this here. The ancient one. The ancient one was a race being and a gender being, and if she still was able to pull out the role and say, "Hey, I like her as the ancient one." She pulled out that role.
Right?
So they have them out there. I
Yeah, she did.
they got a
She
lot
did
of them
good
that don't.
too.
All right.
My thing is just Keanu Reeves. I just can't. Now, okay, old boy that play on Supernatural. If you ever seen Supernatural, or Sam and Dean, the dude that played Dean, I could see him playing a good Gambit. The dude, old boy that played Magic Mike, you know what I'm saying, that wanted to play Gambit. Yeah, he'll play a good Gambit because he'll have that right charisma if you want that role. You know, they got a lot of people. I think they're
Look. Keanu Reeves look like Gambit already. Think about it. He looks like a Gambit. Gambit is not a straight white dude. Gambit is a mixed dude. Keanu Reeves look like Gambit. Especially in the old age now. Since him get more mature, how he's built, how he walks, him look
I'm
like
sorry,
a
what I
Gambit.
missed? I'm sorry.
Keanu Reeves. I said Keanu Reeves could play Gambit.
Yeah, he said Keanu Reeves can play Gambit. I don't
Who?
know.
Who can play Gambit? I'm sorry. I had to walk away.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves as Gambit?
Yeah, look at him now. Look at Keanu Reeves.
Nah. He too old. Nah. Let them old motherfuckers go in their retirement home. Let somebody new and fresh that can do the job play as Gambit. No. No. He was younger. I can see him as Gambit. If he was younger in his prime, yeah, I can see that. But now, no. I can see him do it. I can see him do it, pull off a New Orleans accent. I can see him do it. Because he pulled off that accent before. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
If he was younger, yeah. Now,
All right. Remember this old movie, Interview with a Vampire?
Mm-hmm.
The dude who played the Vampire last set could play Gambit.
What dude?
That was Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise could play Gambit.
Nah, come on, you draw. Now you drawing. I got to kick you off the show now.
We gonna have to end the podcast after that one.
Acting wise, Tom Cruise could play Gambit.
Cruise.
Of course, Tom Cruise is a good actor.
He's a good actor.
If you would have said, if you would have said Tom Cruise can play as which he could, and I always say this, Tom Cruise, he can play as who you say?
I was gonna say.
Oh no, Iron Man. He can play as Iron Man. He can play as Iron Man.
He can play. He would play a good Iron Man.
The part of Iron Man was supposed to go to Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise can play a dick and an asshole as Iron Man. He can pull that off easily with no problem. Tom Cruise skills is up there, but as Gambit, I wouldn't want to see him as Gambit. No, I can't. No.
Tom Cruise could play Iron Man. Tom Cruise could play Gambit. Tom Cruise is one of the better actors in the world. All right?
Stu, what you was drinking? I ain't saying he's not.
Yeah,
what was you drinking? You thought about Gambit. What was you drinking, man? You all right?
Exactly. And hide it from Bone because he don't need to have it.
Now we were talking about what role you think Keanu Reeves could play in the MCU. And you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't, but I was asking him about that because the rumor we heard about him with the Silver Surfer. And I was asking Stu which role he think that Keanu Reeves would play will be a good role for
Jason Strahan. Hold on, Jason. Who that?
Jason Strahan used
Hey,
to play football.
Nah.
you know the dude that played, what about Logan? Y'all remember that movie Logan? Know the dude that was trying to capture Logan, and he had the gold in his mouth, and he had a robot arm. He'll play a good Gambit. To me, you gotta have that right charisma. Like, you know what I'm saying? He a no-name actor, but he played on the Logan movie. And he was the one that was trying to capture Logan. And he was like, nah, don't get that little girl right there. She regenerate, don't shoot her. Or some shit he was saying.
Nah. Listen, Gambit is not a street white dude. Gambit is not a street white.
Honestly, I think a person.
Whoa, what you mean? He's not a what?
Gambit is not straight white in the comic.
He's not
in
what?
The comic, he's not fully white.
No, he
not
ain't.
All white.
He ain't. Gambit looks more than anything.
Yeah, he's not straight white. Yeah, he's not. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I'm saying Gambit should play. I mean, like the other dude. Matter of fact, like I say, my number one pick would have been off the dude off of Supernatural that played Sam and Dean. You know the brother, the younger brother.
You talking about the younger brother? Yeah. I can see him playing. No, they want him to play as. You know who they? Who? Huh? They want him to. People wanted him to play as Adam Warlock, and I can see him playing as Adam Warlock. I can see it.
I can see him playing Adam
the brother
Warlock
off of Supernatural, the younger brother, the tallest one. I can see him playing as Adam Warlock. No. I can see him playing as the Silver Surfer. I can see him playing as Gambit. I can see him playing as
the Gambit
Sentry. The Sentry.
The other brother. I was talking about the other brother played Gambit.
You talking about Dean, the oldest one?
Yeah, but the younger, the smaller one, but the older one.
Oh, you talking about the one that played as Dean?
Yeah, Dean, because he don't want to be. He is that attitude.
I can see him as Gambit. I can see either one of them playing as Gambit. I can see it.
It's that attitude, that charisma, and you can. It's like it's kind of hard. Like certain people got to have that right charisma. The dude that tried to play Gambit in that Wolverine movie, even though it was a small role, he didn't have that charisma. I like old boy, but he didn't. To me, he didn't have the right charisma. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you were saying, Flip? Marvel need to bring me into to do the the audition for the right Gambit. Like, no, he ain't the right one. And like he gotta have a certain look and he gotta have a certain swag to him. Nope, you gotta go. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, you
know what? Oh, Chuck, not to cut you off, but you know what? The older brother, the older brother Sam, I can see his ass playing as Beta Real Bill. I can see that.
Hey, you see
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see him playing as Sam. Yup.
Yeah, Sam could play a good Beta Ray Bill. He got the right size and everything. And then Supernatural is on his last leg. This the last season. It's over with.
I started watching Supernatural.
Question: Why couldn't Michael Jai White play as Beta Ray Bill? Why couldn't Michael Jai Spawn?
Michael J. White, the boy. Why he can't play who?
Yeah. Beta Ray
Why
Bill.
He can't play who?
I mean, he might. Yeah,
you know what? He could play Beta Ray Bill. The boy that played that Spawn. Michael J. White, that boy Yeah. Yo, he really know martial art. I ain't know that. I would have rather see him play that Blade. I ain't gonna hold you. He look like I would have rather see him play that Blade.
Yeah. He should have been Blade. He should
be the new Blade. I'm not gonna lie, because I can see him as Blade. He got that structure and everything.
Him as Blade too, huh?
Yo, I can see him as Blade. I can see that.
Yeah, and guess what? And I mean, he's in shape. He's in shape.
No, but listen here. Not only that,
too old for Blade.
No, not only probably, but you want to know something, those two? He know martial art. He knows that.
Right.
He know martial art. I didn't know that he really knew that. I'm like, wait a minute, he know that for real? He's like, yeah. Like I didn't know Wesley Snipes knew that.
He's a 9-degree black belt.
I didn't know that.
Right.
I didn't know he was a 9-degree black belt. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I remember him teaching Kimbo Slice how to fight, how to actually throw a real punch.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what? You know what? Can y'all see? Can y'all see? You know what? You know who could play? Who can play Nightcrawler? Kevin Hart.
Oh man,
You dirty. You dirty.
Kevin Hart can't.
Huh?
Kevin Hart
You
can't.
dirty.
please
Yep.
don't. Just
Yep.
please don't. I can't. They'll
Matter
be
of fact,
funny,
he can
but
play
no.
Morph. He can play Morph. He can play Morph. Kevin Hart can play Morph. He's shapeshifting.
Hey, I can see him playing Morph because if you see Morph
No,
attitude,
you know what? On some real stuff, if you watch that movie with Kevin Hart, what that movie he played in, based off a true story where he was helping that billionaire out, and he was
oh
like an
yeah,
ex-con. Yo, his acting skill, he can do. Yeah, I can see him playing as
Listen,
a superhero, but who? I don't
listen.
know.
Kevin Hart is a modern day Arnold. What are you talking about?
I'm saying, but he can play it.
yeah.
Kevin
Okay,
Hart is Arnold.
what superhero that's out there from DC, Marvel, or anybody that his side that he can play?
Nobody.
The thing,
Sinister. He can play the
Nobody.
Sinister.
hell no, hell no,
He can play the Sinister.
You said Kevin Hart playing
no,
He
the
can play Mitchell
Sinister?
Flick. He can,
no, hell
he
no.
can, yeah. He can. Matter of fact,
Nah.
he can play Mitchell Flicks. You know what I'm saying? Superman, one of Superman enemy Mitchell Flick from the fifth dimension. He can play
Yes,
that. That's
yes,
who he can
yes.
play.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
Yes.
there's
What?
another thing. There's another thing, real quick. There's another thing on Crisis on Two Earth that happened that no one paid attention to. Gleep. Y'all know who Gleep is? Yeah, Gleep. Gleep. That's who Kevin Hart can play. Is the monkey on Super Friend? The little monkey, the
Oh
little
yeah,
with Gleep.
No,
He
no.
got out the cage.
Listen.
Gleep got out the cage.
Listen. No black man can play the monkey. No black man can play the monkey. That's out. That's
Yo, he said no black man. I'm just
no.
cracking. Yeah.
No, that's not even for the that. See, look,
You know what? No, okay. How about him playing Twiggy on the next Buck Roger movie? He playing that Twiggy?
No.
Mm.
Kevin Hart is
Should have
Arnold or
been.
Webster. You know why people love clown us
That's fucked up.
with Arnold and West.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
messed up.
that's what he
He
is.
said he can play as
That's what he
Gary
is.
Coleman or Emmanuel
Yeah,
Lewis, as Arnold or Webster.
Right. We
Oh, that's
can.
wrong.
and make a remix of Webster and put Kevin Hart in there.
Yeah, we
No,
can.
if you think hard, be honest. If you think hard enough, Kevin Hart can play as a character in Marvel or DC. If you
Yeah,
think hard enough, it'll pop up, and you be like, "Yeah, I can see him
One
playing
of the
that."
Joker's
I got one.
henchmen.
He can play Black Marvel.
Oh shit!
He can play
He
Black
can play
Marvel.
what? Play Black Marvel. That's what you said.
You have a heart attack in here, huh?
I'm about to kick you out the podcast. he goes, he can play Black Marvel. You mean he can play the Marvel and the Black Marvel, something like that, like the little Black Marvel that you pluck around and stuff like that, the little spirit type thing.
He can play the actual Black Marvel.
Oh man, yo, he's funny.
Listen. Tell me a black superhero in DC. Who's the black superhero in DC?
Black Lightning. He also can play as well in the TV show. I mean, in the TV cartoon, it was called Black Vulcan, but actually, his name was actually Black Lightning. It was that's who he was. It was some issue over the name and something like that. Why they couldn't call him Black Lightning in the joint, but they called him Black Vulcan. But he can play Static.
Yeah.
There's black superhero in DC, but they're not no A-list. They're not A-list character. They're not no A-list. You got Black Lightning, you got Static, and you got Cyborg. I'm sorry, that's who you got.
Make a new one.
Yeah, you could make a new one. Kevin Hart in DC as in Kevin Hart.
Black superhero, maybe. Then he can play. Yeah, I don't know about that. What about he could be in the one of the people in the Runaways?
He can be
I think
the
that's
people that run away. Yeah, who Kevin Hart? Yeah, he can be the one that they running away from, and the runaway comic book. Yeah, man.
Look. As far as I'm concerned, half of these cartoons, half of these comics, like Marvel was the first one. That's why I started reading Marvel. We had real good black black superheroes.
Hey, what about what's the name that just a
Black
head?
Panther. Black
Hey,
Panther was first.
no, hey, I got the one. I got the perfect one for Kevin Hart. You know, old boy, he like a commercial type person, and he bring people to this arena to fight some fucking what that show is the Mockingbird, not the Mockingbird, but you know how
Say
they
he the referee.
man, what they take him to the
Kevin Hart
doctor.
can be the
The girl,
referee.
she got like the 6 arms. You know, the girl with the 6 arms, and I can't think of his name. Mojo. That's his name, Mojo, or Joe Mo, or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Mojo.
Yeah, he got a body, and on his legs is like mechanical.
You talking about the fat thing?
Yeah,
The fat boy?
Yeah, he big and fat.
The little hairy fat boy? Oh, you out of pocket. yeah, that's what we talking about. That's what my homie just he's like, oh, y'all niggas bugging. Yeah, Mojo. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I know he ain't talking about the little hairy fat dude.
Yeah. I mean, just think about
Like,
Kevin Hart attitude.
He can spin it.
Mojo always trying to say, like, come do that. You want to see something? We're going to have this here. We're going to do this here. We're going to have this here. It's going to be magnetic. You know, that's Kevin Hart all day long.
I can see it. Hooked up to a chi.
Hey, wait, hold up. I got you. He may not be black, but that guy, that one villain on DC, he like colorblind and he like wore quilts and stuff. If you guys, I think his name is Quilt Man or something like that. You don't know who Quilt Man is? I think that's his name, yo.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Kevin
you mean what? Quilt Man?
Kevin Hart is a good
Crazy Quilt. That's his name. Crazy Quilt. He can play Crazy Quilt.
Oh, Crazy Quilt. Oh.
Savage probably know who
Quilt.
he is.
Man,
Yeah.
He's bugging. He bugging. He talking about Crazy Quilt. That's an old character, man. That's an old. I'm surprised you even know about Crazy Quilt. That's an old character, man. That's before you was even born. I'm trying to figure out how you know about that. Yeah, I know. 60 or 70. Damn.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh man, bring him back up as a black guy.
You know what though? I'm not opposed to that. Of them bringing up characters from a character that's like damn near 60-year-old characters and changing them black or whatever, or making them a big strong character or whatever.
You know what they can do? You know what they can do? You know you know what? Even better though.
Black
any
Chinese
character that they haven't really put. Yeah, any character that they really haven't put in since the rebirth of DC, just put them back in. You know, new kind of like a new character. You know, make them black, whatever, white. You know, Asian. You know, maybe have a different power set, but you know, still kind of have the same central core somewhat. And put him in the rebirth. Yeah, say that's who he is in the rebirth.
That's what they need to focus on.
Okay, what do you think about Magneto becoming black?
No,
I can see it. I can see it.
Hold on, Stu said no.
I can see it.
Hold on, Stu said no.
Stu said
that's what
I can see it. I only listen here. Me and Chuck talk about this all the time. I'm gonna tell you why we say this too. Why our people out there, why we say I could kind of see Magneto is black. It was a rumor, so I wouldn't want to see that, but I can see where if they was to do it, only way I can see them doing that, Magneto and making him black or whatever, it would have to be based off today's
Civil
standard
rights.
as in him being
Yeah.
black and him acting the way he acting because he don't like white people or the Ku Klux Klan because the way they treated black people. I can see that happening. I can see them doing Magneto like that, and Charles Xavier, if they were to make him black, show him as in all white people are not the same or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you can get the general
Like,
idea
like
why he would be like that.
he grew
It
up
would
in a
be
mixed neighborhood or more of a white
right.
neighborhood
Yup.
of his neighborhood, so he got a different
So
perspective.
he understand white people and black people better because he grew up around both of them. But Magneto, no, I don't trust
Yeah, make Noodle grew up in the straight
none of them.
south in the
If they
slums
go with that,
where
they go with that storyline, it, it,
yeah,
it may sell across the black people. It might sell. It might make more. It would make more sense if they were to do that. But if they were to do that, they should put it like on another Earth. Say it's in like Earth 84 or something like that. I can see it like that. If they do it like that and say it's a different Earth, like Earth 84 or something like that, to see how it resonate against people, whatever, then I can see it. Because then that would make more sense. Like, yo, like no, he's not really evil. He just don't like what's been happening to what's been happening to his people. Like we've been in slavery, we've been in this, we've been in this. They still don't like us. I can see they doing that. I can, because that's no different than what Magneto was doing today with the Holocaust. That's no different. I'm saying only thing different is that he just didn't like the German and stuff. So he didn't like understand. He didn't like how other human was treating all the other mutant. And I can see them make like that. I can see them doing that. Like fuck that. They don't even like black people. So why should I trust them? And they don't even like the data. I mean, why should I trust them or whatever? And they don't even like black people. And I'm a mutant. See, I can see that.
right.
I can see that. That will be the listen here, Disney. If you stole my story, I'm saying you don't even have to give me a lot. Just give me a little something. A little something.
Recognition of sub, break
I
ball sub, man.
you know what I'm saying, you know, you
So
know.
what? Marvel been actually doing, and actually DC too as well, been doing a good job of their villains, and they actually giving like a depth story of why a villain is doing what they doing. Like as in Spider-Man Homecoming when they were showing the voucher, and the reason why he was stealing and doing what he was doing because he had a legal business and how it crumbled because of, you know what I'm saying, the situation with Tony Stark and how he had came even Mysterio where he was working for Tony Stark and how he took his ideas and shitted on him, and he trying to reintroduce himself. Even in the Netflix series when they did Wilson Fisk, you understood why he was doing what he was doing because he was trying to rebuild Hell's Kitchen, and he knew you got to break a couple of eggs to make an omelet. You know, you have people like Thanos. We can go down the list of villains of Black Panther with Killmonger, but what else movie that came out that make the I mean, basically all of the movies that's been coming out recently have like the villains have an actual reason why they're doing this. They're not really a villain like how they used to be like, oh, I'm a bad guy because I want to take over the world. No, they actually have good morals and they're doing it for a good reason. So with some of the villains that y'all like, they did good portrayals on this the newer stuff that just recently came out from like in the last 10 years.
But you know, I'm a kind of stray away from it a little bit, and
Oh, you
but
good?
I'm gonna still kind of stay on topic. I feel like it's much better to make them more relatable because you know you make them more relatable, you get more interest, obviously. And I feel like if you're not doing that, the only way you can do it, like you said with the oh, I want to conquer the world just because I can. There has to be like some type of badass, like Alexander the Great or Genghis Khan type of badass, like you got to make him like, oh yeah, like this guy's the truth.
You know every story. That's my thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like for all my Naruto fans out there, you know, like Madara, yeah, you know what he's doing, why he's doing for what he's doing, but at the same time, it's like it's not only that makes him, you know, a good character for who he is because he's an actual literally badass. He's a badass dude. I mean, look at Vulture. He ain't really. You look at him, he ain't no badass dude, obviously, like that. Not compared to, you know, other Spider-Man villains, but you know they gave him that relatable story. You see what I mean? Like I feel like there's a little more of a balance there. Like Thanos, you can kind of see what he's doing, but what is he? He's a badass. He was a
Who?
badass character, Thanos.
Yeah.
But he was
So I'm like,
justified on what he was doing.
yeah, he was justified, but at the same time, that was still only like half of Thanos. Like the other half, he was just pure badass. That's who he was.
He was a warrior.
Badass.
He was
Yeah,
300.
exactly. Like in the comic books, he literally did it for Lady Death.
Another
But-
another character, another killing people over the booty. I ain't gonna say no name. Anakin Skywalker.
But look, a badass character. Like I said, all the I feel like it's got to be that you either a badass character or you have to be a relatable character. One of those two. One of those two are going to make or sell. There's nothing in between.
All right. So who is your top two or top three relatable characters, villains?
I can't relate to none of them because I'm not no psychopath.
Yes.
So you got to think about it. Ain't none of those characters in the comic book is relatable.
No,
You had to be a psychopath to understand.
Squirrel Girl.
How they normalize the characters in the last 10 years. Like, the only reason why he was doing what he was doing because he got fucked over all of his money that he invested into this company.
Did you put it? Did you put it like that, Chuck? Out of the last 10 years in the making comic book, there's no relatable character more than only one villain that made more sense that was going on, and that was the Joker. The Joker movie. That makes more sense. That new movie that came out, they made that character more relatable. Why? Because that's actually possible. That's actually possible for someone to actually be like that, like how he is. They made that character. No other character in the history of comic books right now is more relatable than the Joker, whether they're good or bad, because that movie done set once again, DC has set up a whole new bar of different of superheroes and villains, because that character is more relatable, because we all know that there's people out there in real life that would snap like that. That's
Right.
like that.
I don't know. I think he up there, but for me, it'll be Killmonger. I mean, not saying the whole Wakanda thing, but just the whole.
You know what? Yep.
The principle of why he was doing
The whole
it.
concept. That's why. Well, you know what? Killmonger would be second then. He will be second. Only reason why I say that, I mean, the whole concept of what Killmonger, that with all the fancy stuff, yeah, that's the thing that knock it down. You know what I'm saying? That tear down.
Right,
the whole idea of why he was doing it.
That's what we're talking about.
Makes sense. It made it relatable. But the Joker is still number one because there's actually people out there that's sick. That's sick like that.
But although the bullshit of like the actual villainy part, it's like nah. But Vulture, I'd say Vulture, because like at the end of the day, this man just wanted to take care of his family, just like anybody else. He was like, yo, you put the man in a tough time, so what's he gonna do? He's gonna start making tough decisions.
Right. Yeah, do what he had to do. So I'm with you with that one too. And he was my second. He up there. I mean, they got a lot of them that just like really relatable. So what about you, Stu? Anybody relatable for you? And he is MIA. What you were saying, KR?
I was like, damn, what was it? Damn, I lost my thought that quick. I think I did. Oh yeah, I remember.
No.
But you seen in the movie though, it's that like he did what he did, but he kept it. He kept it from his family. He wanted his family to be safe. And okay.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you about to say. Say your second character.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
But I was just saying but just like how Vulture was, because like when it came down to his family, when they were going to the family, like, oh, you don't know, like they don't know what he's doing. He doesn't want to know. He wanted to, in his way, he was protecting them. You know what I'm saying? Like no one wants their kid to know that they're doing all this crazy stuff, because It just makes a lot of. It just made a lot of sense. Like it didn't really relate to me, but like I understood it. I get it, and that's like. And if it's like if you can't relate to it, it's something that you really that you at least got to be able to understand, and that's what Vulture was.
All right, what about Civil War? What about who's the villain in Civil War? Zemo
Oh,
or Iron Man?
hold on. Stu just came back.
Okay,
Stu,
okay.
who your
Can you hear me?
relatable character, Stu? Yeah, who's
All
the
right.
most
I have
relatable
two.
character
I
in
have
real life?
two. And they're
Go
from
ahead.
Disney. And one is a Joker. No, from DC. One is a Joker.
I knew.
And that's self-explanatory. And the next one is a Riddler from back in the day. Two of the best villains to me in movies in the longest while. The Joker and the Riddler. Go back and watch Batman with the Riddler. His character was good. Show where him coming from.
You
Why
talking
him do
about
what
Jim
him do.
Carrey the Riddler, or you talking about the comic book Riddler?
The one with Jim movie Riddler.
He talking about the movie, because that's
Well,
what I'm talking about. I talk about
that's
the
what we're
Joker
talking
from
about.
that movie.
Movies.
Yeah.
Movies. Yeah, the movie Joker and the movie Riddler. Those two characters I really enjoy.
What you I mean, but
Because they were fleshed out. They were fleshed out better than most other characters. They were totally fleshed out.
I'm getting tired of them taking out all my gold cards. This is some bullshit.
When you look at it, we need fleshed out villains. We need movies like, as I get older now, I don't want the same movie I've been watching for years. I like action, yes, but fleshed out a bit, no? Give me something extra with it. Let
Hey,
me see the character.
hey, you think
What?
Iron Man ever had any decent villains in his movies? Like Iron Man, his trilogy, Iron Man 1, 2, or 3. Any his villains was any relatable?
No,
Memorable.
no. Part one with the guy with the whips. What was his name?
I know you're talking about Iron Man 2.
that's Iron
Yeah,
Man too. You talking
yeah.
about the
And then the
Russian boy?
Arab.
Yeah.
I don't know his name either.
And then the Arab. No, Iron Man never got good villains. Iron Man was successful because it's Iron Man, and everybody believes that you put on a suit.
I will say. Hold up. I do gotta interfere with you there. Mandarin is a good villain, but they screwed that up royally bad. I'm not sure how. To this day, I've never seen no one screw a character up that bad like Mandarin. Like
Of course.
that was just terrible. I just never understood that. Even
So
as a kid, I just didn't understand.
word on the block. Word on the block is that the Mandarin is supposed to come back, and he got a lot of problem with somebody else using his goddamn name.
Okay, the real
Yeah,
Mandarin. Because
Yeah.
is the real Mandarin supposed to be Chinese or something like that?
Yeah,
yeah,
he's supposed to be like Asian. Not only that, he actually got powers because of these rings that he got. The 10 ring.
yep,
What
Right.
is it? No, it's not 10. It's
yeah.
what?
Yes, 10
I think
Yeah, it's
yeah, I want
10.
to say 10.
It's 8. I
Yeah,
think it's
because one for
it
each
is 10.
hand. That's one for
Yeah, it
each
is.
finger. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. And what about the Guardians of the Galaxy? Did they have any memorable villains?
His father.
His
Huh?
father.
Yeah,
That
his
was a good
father.
villain.
His
His father
father.
was a good villain.
His father. Yeah,
Yeah.
his father on Planet Ego, the living planet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, his father. A whole lot of shit while his father was doing it. That made, I mean, it ain't relatable. Like some of them, it's not relatable, but you can understand what his father was trying to do. His father thought
Right.
he was the last of his kind, so he was trying to make more of his kind by making a son, by mating with somebody, even though he's not the
Right.
last of his kind.
Yeah.
Because
I was thinking that
also,
was memorable. Yeah. Yeah. Not relatable now because I know no planet is relatable, but memorable. Yeah. He was memorable since you said that. What about Ant-Man then? Did y'all have anybody out of Ant-Man the villains that was memorable?
no, let's go to the
No.
next one. Next character. Good next character. Next
Let's,
character.
and
Next movie.
let's jump over the
Next
wasp.
movie.
So,
No,
let's
no,
jump
Stu,
over
don't
that.
say nothing. When people say stuff like that, you just get quiet.
Thor. What about Thor? Anybody on Thor? Man, hold up. Ant-Man had who's the villain in Ant-Man? Oh, the Ghost. Even though they gender swap Ghost, I like the Ghost on Ant-Man too. I like how they portrayed her.
Kick Ant-Man right down the stub, break his leg.
What about?
Now go to the microverse on that one.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, we speak about the microverse. Man, you seen that pawn they had threw in on Crisis on Infinite Earth when they was talking about When Palmer was like, I want to call it the rate is the micro.
They was making shot. They was throwing shot at or at Marvel. That's what they was doing. That's what they was doing. Cause like people think Marvel have the right to that. No, DC got one too. Actually, the person who had real rights to the word microverse and stuff like that is I think was it Mattel or something like that, because they the one that came out with the toy, the Micronauts. So, yeah, the Micronauts and stuff like Transformers and stuff. That's like where it came from. But
I thought that was a real word. I ain't think that was nothing you could copyright.
Yeah, it's a yeah. You'd be surprised when people can copyright a word. What's that girl? What's her name? Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift had copyright a word that we've been saying for fucking 20 years, and she got that word copyright. I forgot what it was. You gotta look it up and see what word it was that she had got copyright. And I'm like, what? We've been saying that like forever. I forgot what it was, but it's something that we say every day. It's an everyday word that black people use, and she got that shit copyrighted. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. So yeah, it's that deep with copyright, with words and stuff. It's really that deep.
Damn, yeah, that is crazy. But shit, hey, anybody else got anything else they want to bring to the table or go left about something before we get up out of here? We'll hit that 2-hour mark.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? I need your help right here now.
There's a new Scooby-Doo cartoon coming out. New Scooby-Doo movie.
I need
the baby Scooby-Doos.
Yeah.
That's fucking genius.
That should be fun.
I'm gonna get a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to the other cast member that's not here. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. And baby girl, I want you to come in all. I want you to make it clap. And turn off the light. Click.
Hey, Stu, appreciate you for coming on. We enjoyed the company. Everybody in the live chat, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. You know, all the love and support that y'all do. Flip, anything you want to say before we push up out of here?
Flip might not working. But let me just say something. Right. Thank you for accommodating me. I really enjoyed the show. It's good. It's been a year since I've talked about comic book. And it's nice to see that we have other that shares my interests, because I can't talk to the wife about comic book. She'd say, "Crazy, you're a grown ass man. Put that shit away." but I'm happy.
No, my mic works. Chuck know what I do. When he say that, I just get quiet. End of the show.
Yeah, but
thank you for coming out. God bless.
I'm happy. I'm happy, but you know. I'm home, so I don't. What you say? You don't have to go, but you have to get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, all that good shit.
And on that note, Chuck, what did you say? We out.
Yeah, we out of here. We'll see you on the same YouTube time, same YouTube channel next week. Let's do this.
Live long and prosper.
All that good shit.
You know what, Chaos? You the mother.
The